Hey guys, welcome back to Eyecraftmc. In the last video we went to the taiga biome, got ourselves these cute pups, and we also made ourselves a giant tree farm. And although I'm sure these dogs are very comfortable inside of my bedroom, I think they need a home of their own. So I think in this episode we're going to build a doghouse for them. So I think to start we should plan out where we want to build the doghouse, and then we can lay the flooring. And at this rate they might end up having a better house than I have, which would be quite funny. So let's see where we can build this. I think it should be close enough to my house, so I can get a dog if I want one to bring around with me. And let's see, I don't think they want to be quite near the nether portal. Maybe they could be over here near the tree farm. Let's see, they could be maybe over here. Yep, they could. Or they could actually live on that little island there, which sounds a little bit funny, but I think that'd actually be really cool. Yeah, I think actually they should live on that island. Just this one right here, not over there. Yeah, so I think I'll get some supplies for that. I suppose if they are going to live on the island, they'll need some good flooring, since they probably don't want to live on sand. So let's see what we have for that. We have wood. We'll need some of this for the walls and the floor, definitely. We have some bone meal, and we can actually make a few bone blocks with this. Do we have some bone blocks? We don't, but we can make some out of this bone meal. And to make a bone block, if you don't know how, you just fill up your crafting grid with bone meal. And I think we'll need about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need about 7 bone blocks, which is actually exactly how many we have to make with this amount. So we'll just put the rest of the bone meal in here. Or no, we actually had more than that. That's as good though. And yeah, so for the floor, let's see. I think Sparky needs a gold block, and we have almost enough emeralds. I wish we had 9, because then Fern could have a green block, but I suppose we could probably give him a block of, or actually we could give her a block of green terracotta. She might like that. Or we could give her maybe, yeah, I think green terracotta would work well. So let's see what we need for that. We need terracotta, of course, which is in here. Just plain terracotta. And we would need a green dye, which we can get by harvesting one from our cactus farm. And I'm hoping we have one, but I'll check in a minute. And let's see what else. I think Sparky would like a sunflower. I think he'd like that. I think Fern would like a pink tulip. Let's see about that. I think that for the flooring, we could possibly give them cobblestone. Or we could give them a mixture of andesite and granite. I like that idea. Alright, and to make polished granite, which is I think what I'll use, just fill up your crafting grid with granite, the small one. That'll give you polished granite, and to get polished andesite, do the same thing. And they're actually quite nice looking. They do look kind of polished, and I think that could be a really, really good flooring, and I think we could probably make it look quite nice. So. And we have some torches here, that's good. Something that might look good for the doghouse is if we actually gave them a few lanterns for their house. And to make a lantern, you just need a bit of iron. And you turn that iron into nuggets, which you do by just putting it in the crafting grid. And then you put it in a big circle like this, put torches in the middle, and you can make lanterns like that. So we have enough to make a few lanterns. We can probably make a few more just by going like this again. There are 3 more lanterns. Yeah, so they're a little bit expensive to build, but they're definitely a cool specialty lighting. Yeah, and of course they need to sleep on something, so I think I'll make some more beds for them. But yeah, we'll have to wait for that in a minute. Actually, we have a red bed here, so that could be my bed later. So I'll grab that. And then we need yellow dye for Sparky, and I think we need green dye for Fern. So we'll see what we have here. I think we need to get out some more flowers, so I'll be to you in a second here, doggies. And we can see if there's those 2 cactuses we need for Fern. Oh, perfect. Yeah, it looks like a cactus farm has been working well, so we can just break some of these. And I always tend to harvest cactus the same way as I harvest sugarcane. I just break the top one and pick that up, although it is somewhat difficult to do without them getting destroyed by the other cactus. And they can grow up to 3 tall, just like a sugarcane, and they're very pokey, so we'll have to be careful around those. Yeah, so we can just stuff that in the furnace, and then we can basically yeah, let those smelt, and then we can get some other materials ready. So I think this one has coal in it. We can just throw that in there. And let's go see what else we need. I think we almost have everything. We just need to get a little bit more terracotta, since I just remembered you dye terracotta in batches of 8, not batches of 1. I was thinking of a wool, I think. Yeah, so we'll have a little bit extra, but that should be fine. Let's see if we have that that green dye yet. And I think the other green dye was for the bed. Yes, and I was just thinking, oh, we could make the bed colors by going like this, but I don't actually... Oh, that's funny. I was about to say I don't think that works, but actually that does work. It's funny how sometimes you can figure out things that way, but yeah, I guess that does work. Alright, that's perfect. So we have a green bed now, and then we just need to get a few flowers so that we can have some yellow dye for Sparky's bed, or Spark's bed. I guess we can call them whatever. Let's see, so there's some more yellow flowers over here, and if you ever want to get more flowers in your world and you've used up all the ones around, if you actually just bone meal the ground, you'll get some more flowers that way. So I think I'll just break a couple of those, leave a few here for later maybe. And yeah, you can see really from here just how tall these tall trees are. They're really quite tall. So let's see if we can throw together a doghouse. And yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool if it's on that island. Maybe we'll have to build a bridge over to the doghouse. I'm not sure. We can maybe just boat over to it instead. Alright, so we can make some yellow dye. And make Spark's bed white. Or not white, yellow. Perfect. And I think that is all the supplies we need. So we can probably just set up the dogs here and head off to the little island. Yeah, because I think if we just lay the foundation like that, I mean, of course, if I forget something, I'll realize that as soon as I'm over at the island, but whatever, it's not like it's far away. Yeah, that should make a good place for a doghouse, since then they can't run off on me, but of course I won't be cruel. I'll make sure to take them on lots of walks and make sure to take them out a lot. So yes, I'm sure you got very wet. There they are. So I guess we'll start by just flattening this out. It's always good to build on a flat surface, because then you can have a flat floor, which is of course useful for many purposes. Yeah, so I think we'll probably cut this down one more layer, and then of course we can always use the sand to make some windows. Maybe not for the doghouse, but we can definitely make windows in general with this. And yeah, just one more layer should be good. That should give us the surface area we need. And then we'll have to cut it down a little bit more to put the flooring in. And of course, I think the flooring will be the andesite and the granite, because we use the diorite and the black stone for the floor of our kitchen. I think the andesite and the granite will go very well for the floor of the doghouse. So yeah, we can just flatten this out, and then looks like we're running into sandstone, which is good. We can use that later. Let's just get my bed up here on the inventory, so when we can go to bed, we won't have to go through the night. Let's see if we can mine that up. Alright, you're in the way. I thought you might be. Looks like it's about bedtime, so we'll just do that real quick. And yeah. No, you can't sleep in my bed tonight. No, it's my bed, dude. Not yours, mine. Let's see. It's almost bedtime. It looks like it is. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Good morning, doggies. Alright, so I think for the floor we should leave a little bit of an edge on here. Other than that, we can mine this out. And probably going to run out of room in a minute here for blocks to store, but we can just go back and place a few of these sand blocks back in our chests, so that should work out well. And yeah, let's see what we can do here. We can mine this out. I think we went to about there. Yeah. Get rid of this bed. Actually, I don't... Oh no, we can pick that up. I was about to say we probably can't, but no, looks like we can. Oh, now we can't pick up the sand, so... I think actually we have one string and one seed. I really don't think that's necessary. We can probably just throw those away. I don't think that's going to be useful in making a doghouse, so we can probably get rid of that. And then yeah, we can get rid of all this sand. Good, I think that looks like a good area for a foundation. And we can make the floor. So, trying to think of a good pattern here. If the wall is here, I guess we don't even need to have the floor there, but if we go like that, 3 out, or no, 4 out from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that is a good line. That's good. And then we can possibly go like, we can probably go like, we did a back and forth. What if we go like this, and so fill it in, like, oh, get out of the way, doggy. Go like that. Hope we're gonna have enough, actually. We might not, but you know what, we can actually get rid of these edges, and that's gonna really shrink our surface area, because the walls, of course, aren't gonna need any flooring underneath them, because we won't be able to see that. So then we can just make this here. I think this would actually be this wide. 1, 2, 3, like that. Oh, doggies. Okay, like this. Yeah, that should work. And then we can just put these on the edges, like this and this. Perfect, that's looking really good. Alright, then we can start making the walls. So I think before we do that though, I'm just going to sit down the dogs here and put some of the sand away so we actually have room to work with, and we won't have 100 items on the ground when we're breaking blocks that we didn't mean to place. So yeah, and just doing the swim here, it's making me think we definitely will need to build a bridge to the doghouse, but that can probably wait for a little bit here. Yeah, that should be good. Really is actually kind of higher up we are from the beach. I didn't realize that till now, but that's fine. Alright, so I think what were we doing here? We were unloading sand. Do we have room in here for sand? We have some room. See if we can make a little bit more room. Like that. Put some more of this sand away. I don't think we'll need any sand for the doghouse as far as I know, so that should be good there. Good, that should give us enough room. And now we can go back and start working on that again. So yeah, it looks good. I think that should look good with the little doghouse out there. It might be a little bit lonely, but of course I can always build some more things around there to make it a little bit less alone. And of course, if the doghouse is on this island in the ocean, then they can always eat fishes they see swimming by, maybe, if they want to. Okay, now get out of here. I'm gonna put blocks there, you silly dogs. Alright, so now I think I'm going to turn some of these spruce logs into planks. I guess what we want, about a stack of planks for now. And I'm just going to put these in the edge here, just as a filler basically, so we don't have air there. I actually made the thing a little bit too wide, but it's probably more realistic to have the edging on here. So yeah, I got this out, and then I think we can build the rest with spruce logs and planks. So yeah, I think the doorway should be on this side, and we'll make it a little bit nicer in a minute. Let's see, doghouses are pretty open, so we can go like that. Maybe 3 wide, a little too wide, but that should be fine. We have a door on either side. That's usually how doghouses work. They should be fairly tall, I think. Doghouses usually are fairly tall. See if we can get off of these without hurting ourselves. And I think something that would make it look really good is to strip the wood, since doghouses are fairly rustic looking, so generally are anyway. Of course, this won't be the average doghouse. And we can probably just use more of these planks to build the walls. So I'll let there be a corner pillar there. We can just build the rest up, except for the corners. Yeah, so we can just do that. Let me see if I can grab some more logs here. We can make those pillars. I'm not sure if the pillars will be stripped or not, but at least the oh, that was a good jump. At least the parts around the door frame will be, or the door frame will be. So we can put that there. Put that there. Looks like we're getting a little bit hungry. Some more pumpkin pie. All right, and yeah, I guess we can just kind of start moving the door in a bit, like that, like that. That should be good. Get rid of this block and this block, and strip these. All right, perfect. Do that in the same on the other side. Put these here, and then in, up, in, Get rid of these. Let's see, is that right? That is not right. Let's see how I did that wrong. Or no, that is right. So I have to get rid of this. Oh, and that's what I did wrong. Okay. Get rid of this, and this, and this. There we go. Perfect. And just strip that, and then we have a good archway. And I think these will probably go at least as high as... Actually, no, I think that'll stay this low. And then That's looking really good. Alright, perfect. So now we just need to build the roof, basically. And for the roof, I think I'll get a bunch more of these spruce logs, or spruce planks. But first I'm just going to make a crafting table so we can actually turn these planks into stairs. And I think the stairs will make a good roof, so we'll just get a bunch of spruce planks there. Make stairs. That's the wrong recipe. There we go. Stairs. 32 probably isn't enough, so maybe let's make about... Let's see here. Is that enough? 48? 48 should be good for now. Alright, and we'll go back up. And yeah, we'll see what we can do with the stairs. Alright, so I think these should start about here. You can actually make them go down. Oh, that's wrong. I might actually put them on the edge here too, just because... Oh, that's wrong. That's upside down. But I think I'll probably put them on the edge here too, since roofs tend to kind of slant a little bit larger than they... Just like a little bit larger than just the area of the house. So yeah, we'll just do that real quick. And then... Oh, I keep doing these backwards. So the trick to make them not go backwards, the trick to not do what I'm doing is if you right click with when you're looking at this bottom half of the block, then it never does that. So if you want it to go upwards and you look at the top half, that looks good. I can just use these as a minute for scaffold in a minute, or not in a minute, use these for a minute for scaffolding. We can just put those there and there. We actually have to go back for a bit more wood. But yeah, it seems to be working. Alright, let's see if we can get some of these planks. We might actually have enough. Alright, we can do that. And then we can just put these on the edge here and make it go up to a point. And for the top, I think we might do some slabs, just because so mobs can't actually spawn on stairs, and they also can't spawn on slabs. And so something I always tend to do is try and use both those to make roofs, because I didn't do it over here, but over there, but I do tend to make them both out of those on roofs, because then you don't have to bother putting torches up on it if you want to spawn proof your world from hostile mobs. So use the crafting table out here as we build the roof. Alright, that should be plenty, 36. At least for now. We probably will need more later. I didn't realize how many we would need out here, but it's kind of hard to judge that, especially since the recipe for stairs is actually really wasteful in terms of how many planks turn into how many stairs. I mean, you would think if you were a carpenter you just have to cut out a corner of this, but it actually is even more wasteful than that, so it's a little bit expensive, but I think we can probably do it still. So yeah, I'll just fill this in, and yeah, I guess I have to put some more in there. Should be looking good. I haven't actually checked to look down yet, but we'll see that in a minute. And yeah, we can put that down, and that down, that down. Perfect. This is coming up to the top, the crest of the roof, so I think that's the right word anyway. Alright, and then yeah, I think on the top we can go slabs with some planks on the sides, and that should be very good for just making it really go to a peak. I mean, the perfect peak would be if it was not a odd number. If it kind of was even, these two would match up, but they don't, which is fine. So we can just make a few more stairs, just a bit. We won't make that many. We'll make maybe 16, and while we're at it, we'll make a few. Oh, no, those are trapdoors. I guess we could use trapdoors. That's not what we need, so we'll just make slabs here. Anyway, although we're not done with this doghouse, I'd like to thank you for watching the video. We'll complete the doghouse in the next episode. And yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. See you in the next one. Bye!